listening to Opie and Anthony. On the Virus, Sirius XM.
What was the other thing that you wanted to talk about? Going into break, I forgot.
Oh, we went into this whole...
James Hetfield.
Oh, the Hetfield...
yes, while my wife...
okay.
You would appreciate it. Jimmy's going to love this story. While my wife was in first dipping into that
Born
world...
again.
Yes.
Even though you don't like that term.
Yeah, it's like you were always there.
The Christian
So I don't
lifestyle.
get the... Yeah, all right, whatever. So, while that was going down, she would go to these things called Bible studies, which they're more like hanging out talks. Be honest with you, so it's very therapeutic. They'll say like, today we're going to study what should women listen to this, whatever the scenario is. They call it Bible studies. Well, this one woman was the head of the Bible study, and she was like in her 50s or whatever. Nice lady. Matter of fact, the best conversation I had was when she came over the house. And she's like, my son, I don't know what to do with him. And I met the son. He's a great guy. I said, well, the more you try to shove this down his throat, he's not going to, you got to go on his terms. You're a hippo and he's a wildebeest. It's two different animals. You eat different food. But so long story short, she's very biblical and all that. Well, I'm playing San Francisco. While I'm in San Francisco, Mr. Hetfield is like, hey, you want to go to a car show? So let's go to a car show.
How cool is that? That's cool, right, Jim?
Yes.
And I'm not even into cars. I don't get it, but let's go out, blah, blah. So he calls, like, I'll pick you up at 8 o'clock, whatever. It's like 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Night before, I get a call from my wife. Oh, my God. We'll call her Bible Barbara. Bible Barbara is in the hotel right behind you, and she'd love to hook up with her. I'm like, all right. I call her, and they're nice people. I like them a lot. They said, we love to do breakfast with you. I said, all right, but I'm going to a car show. I just want to let you know what's going down. Okay, so we're sitting down, how's Dee? Life's good. How's the kids? Blah, blah, blah. And a little before she has breakfast, thank God for breakfast. Okay, so with that, we hear, and you can hear this thing coming from miles away on Fisherman's Wharf. And he pulls up, it's like a cool old, I'm not a car guy, like a Dukes of Hazzard, whatever, awesome. The stick shift is a skull. So he pulls up, and James is very recognizable, even if you don't know who he is. Like, other people go, oh my gosh, that guy has tattoos, and
he must be somebody.
oh my gosh, he's either really crazy or he's, So he sits down. I said, do you mind? I'm just finishing breakfast. He's like, no, dude. He comes in, he sits down. How's the kids? Everyone's good. With that, we're sitting down. This is such a funny conversation because I have Bible, Barbara, and her husband, and James. And we're sitting there, and they're like, so, what do you do for me? He's like, I'm a musician.
Oh, what do you do for you didn't talking to James Hetfield?
What do you do? And he's got to be polite about it, right?
He's so cool.
He's trying to downplay it.
He's
I'm a musician.
1000% downplaying it.
Right.
25 years I have been the lead singer of the biggest fucking rock band.
I'm a musician.
Right.
I play on the weekends with my friends.
What do you do? I'm the most famous person you'll ever meet.
We get booked for parties every once in a while, We all have real jobs during the week.
Right.
Jesus, I'm a musician.
So he says, I'm a musician. And the guy goes, oh, well, what do you play? He goes, I play like rhythm guitar and sing. I do lead vocals. Oh, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Conversation goes, so, James, he's like, well, a couple months off and this and that, and I'm working on that and this and that. And he doesn't go into specifics. Right. He doesn't say studio and all. He just says, I'm off for a while. It's really nice. I get to spend time with my family and see my children, my wife, and get to do great things for my family. So they go, wow, so your band must do you must make a nice living.
A nice
Because I heard you say you're
great.
He travels the fucking world.
I heard because you just said you're off for a couple months, so you must do pretty good. He goes, yeah, we we do very good for ourselves.
Can I jump in for a second? Knowing you're not letting anyone off the hook.
I'm just being silent. I was letting us all play down.
Right.
He then, the curious is now, he's like, where'd you get that car? Yeah, it's an expensive car. He's like, the shop, and I'm into cars, and we're going to the car shop, blah, blah. I got a place here. And he goes, well, do you mind if he goes, are you a band? Or he goes, yeah, we're a band. What kind of music you play? I like hard rock, heavy metal. Would I know the band? I don't know. It's we're called James. We're called Metallica. Bible Barber instantly goes, and she puts her hands together and she starts praying. She goes, I prayed that my son wouldn't listen to you.
Oh no!
So like, oh no, what do we get? And James, he says, all calm, collected. He goes, well, maybe if you knew the reasons why your son was listening to us, you wouldn't have to pray so much. And I just went, wow.
That's deep.
That was a cool, awesome, powerful statement. Very just simple matter of fact,
Right.
not confrontational. He could have totally took the confrontational route right there, because here she is totally, even though she's Bible, she's judging him 1,000%.
Oh yeah.
She just put on the table, I prayed that my son would never listen to you. And
It's like Satan just was sitting in front of her.
yeah, and he just simply said, well, maybe if you knew the reasons why he was listening to us, you wouldn't have to pray so hard. And that was kind of like, but the husband was like, wow, that's pretty cool. It's Metallica. I think I know that one song. What's that one song? The Exit from the Dock. Exit Dock.
I mean, I prayed too.
Yes, I prayed to love, and so all was cool. But I thought that was a very powerful, defining moment of these two different worlds sitting down. Could have totally gone confrontational, and yet he played the much better man.
Did your wife get a kick out of that? She must have loved it.
Everyone loved it.
Barbara,
laughed.
the Bible lady.
It was hilarious.
Pizza Man probably didn't like it.
Pizza
Nah.
Man. I'm not
You
like
wouldn't
that
like
man. He
them.
talks about crazy things. He talks about crazy things.
Stupid Pizza Man.
Pizza Man.
Fucking brutal.
That was the car show.
The what?
The car show.
It was good. The funniest part was there was two things. James almost got us killed because on the way back he wasn't paying attention, and we were blasting Halford, and so we're blasting Halford going over the Golden Gate Bridge, and I'm rocking out and he's rocking out, and then we don't realize it's dead stop traffic in front of us. And we're like, "Wah!" I'm like, James! Ah! We missed the car by a quarter of an inch, screeching the brakes. Almost got us killed. And then while we were at the car show, he had, this skull stick shift, and he and the whole thing pulled off. So we were stuck at the car show for hours, and thank God he had all these everyone went out of their way man, I can fix it. I can fix it. No problem. And they ended up fixing it. That was cool. I'm not a huge car guy.
You don't want to be killed
it.
with James Hetfield because it's going to read Hetfield and local comedian.
Right. Hetfield and local comic visiting perished today.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.